Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Hope everyone's well. It's another hot day in Toronto. Woo! Well, let's get started with our falls prevention class. Thanks so much for joining. And let's remember our few safety tips before we begin. We always want to make sure we have lots of space to move safely around our chair, nothing in our way, no obstacles. Make sure you are wearing your comfortable exercise clothing. You have on your safe and appropriate exercise footwear, and you have your water bottle close by. Remember, take a drink anytime you want one, no problem. And same goes for the breaks, okay? Anytime you need one, take a break, no pressure. As well, we want to listen to our bodies with regard to any pain during a movement. If you have pain, make sure you don't do that particular movement. Just take a little rest. If you ever feel something not normal, like trouble breathing, chest pain, irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath, feeling nauseous, dizzy, lightheaded, a headache, any of these things means stop the exercise routine altogether, okay? So just pay attention to how you feel throughout the hour. And if you happen to be exercising by yourself with me this morning, it's okay if you want to call a friend or family member and have them check in on you by phone in about an hour. And that would be a great idea. Also, we are going to be muting everyone's mic during the class just so it's easy to follow along. And at the end of the class, you can ask any questions. We'll take that mute off, all right? So thanks for coming to get started with me this morning. Let's sit nice and tall, posture check, so away from our backrest. Try not to lean on that. So come right to the front of your chair with your hips and have your body weight centered between those sit bones evenly. Let's have our feet on the floor, back straight, press those shoulders back and relax them down, head nice and tall. And I'll press play and we'll get started. Let's breathe in through the nose, fingers together, inside out, reaching up. And out through the mouth, reaching out and down. 2 more. And last one. Now beginning with the movements of our neck to warm that up. Let's look downwards and upwards gently as you breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's turn that head right to left, sitting tall. 1, 2, 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, good. Now like the turtle, we push the head forward at the neck and pull it in from the neck, keeping your chin parallel with the ground and keeping your head looking straight ahead. 2 more, push and pull. Good. Now side to side, leaning your head, bringing your ear towards your shoulder. Relax the shoulders. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Relax those arms now. The shoulders come up, breathing in, and they lower, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's do some swimming backwards. Arms come back one at a time, like you're swimming on your back. Pinky finger leads the way, breathing in and out. 3, 4, and one more time, each arm reaching back. Now let's swim forwards, one arm at a time, reaching forwards in a circle with those shoulders. And out. And And last one. Very nice. Now let's open up wide this way to the sides. Breathing in and out like we're doing the breaststroke. And last one. Very good. Now let's use those shoulders to more reach up high like you're climbing a rope, pulling that down towards you. With each hand, reach as high as you can. Breathe. Good. Now let's use our shoulders to turn our arms inwards and outwards. All the way inwards, all the way outwards. 3, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Moving down to those deltoid muscles. Let's wake those up. Hands at your armpits. Lift your elbows as high as your shoulders. Breathe in and out. Last one. Good. Now I'm going to turn to the side. I want you to see me so I can show you exactly where those elbows should go. We're going to roll now. Wake up your lower back. Arms down low and pull your elbows behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 3. Breathe in and out. 4, 5. Now freeze right there with those elbows behind you and they're bent. Now straighten your arms behind you. Keep the elbows still and just bend and straighten your arms. 3. We're waking up the back part of your upper arm. 4. Breathe in and out. Good. Now arms to the front and bend and touch your shoulders. Using those biceps. 3. Breathe in and out. 4. One more time. 5. Good. Now just turn right to your back. Hold on a moment. And we'll move down to those wrist joints in circles with your wrists. Breathe. 3, 4, 5. Can we go the other way 5 times? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now let's straighten our arms and let's flip those hands down and up at the wrist joints. Down and up. 3, 4, and 5. Now give me a wave with those fingers pointing upwards, wrist side to side. And flip the hands down and give me a wave side to side with the wrists. Good. Make fists, wide hands. Fists, wide hands. Breathe. 4 and 5. Wide fingers together, fingers wide together. 3, 4, and 5. Now touch your thumb with each finger one at a time. Thumb in first, thumb in middle, thumb and ring finger, and the pinky. Go as fast as you can. Good. Moving down to our trunk, our core area. Let's start with wide legs. Let's breathe in, bring those hands up to your shoulders. Breathing out, little bend to one side. Breathe in and out, little bend to the other. Using your side muscles of your core to pull you back up. 2. Breathing in and out. Little bend is all you need. 4. And just make sure you're only bending to the side and not to the front. Breathe in and out. 5. Very good. Relax your arms for a minute. Breathe in, bring them back up. Breathe out. Let's do a little turn with the upper body. Sit tall, breathe in, and turn to the other side, breathing out. 2. To the right. And to the left. 3. 4. And just one more time, side to side with your upper body. 5. Very good. Relax your arms for a moment. And now let's bend from the hips forward and backward. So arms across your chest, walk your feet out a little bit in front. And let's keep our back as straight as we can and just move from the hips. Let's go backwards a bit, breathing in. And let's fold forward from the hips, breathing out. keep that back straight. Use your stomach muscles to pull you up, and then your back muscles to pull you up. Last one to warm it up a bit. 5, good. Now let's do a little bit of rounding and arching the back. So when you arch your back, press your shoulders and hips back, chin up, and breathe in. You're gonna feel an inward curve in your low back. Then breathing out, chin to chest, and round your back, pulling your belly button inward, your shoulders forwards, and feeling that outward curve of your low back. Breathe in, arching, and breathe out, rounding. 2. Really concentrate on the movement of your low back. 3. Curving inwards and curving outwards. Last one. 5, very good. Now let's do some more with our hips. Let's lift them up one at a time. Arms across your chest, lean and lift, side to side. And the opposite hip comes up off the seat of your chair. If you need to use your arm rest, go right ahead. And breathe in and out. 4, last one, side to side. 5, good. Now let's do some lifting up those knees one at a time. Right, left, right, left. Sit nice and tall with me. Keep breathing. 4. And last one. Now next is side to side with the legs. Knee comes out and foot follows directly underneath. Opening up from your hips. And always make sure you're sitting at the front of your chair so that's easier to do. Breathe. 3. 4. And last one, side to side. Now we'll start with our hips, turning them inward and outward. Let's begin with a nice circle. So lift up your right knee and make that circle coming from your hip outwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax your foot on the ground, and we're going to make the circles coming inwards now. 1, 2. Keep breathing. You're doing great. 3, 4, and last one. Relax that leg. Good. Now let's take our left leg, lift it up, lift that knee up, and you can help assist your leg a bit as you go around in those outward circles from your hips. And one more time. Now rest that foot on the ground for a moment, and we'll bring it back inwards 5 times in a circle. 2, breathing. 3, last 2, 4, and 5. Fabulous. Sit up nice and tall, and now let's straighten and bend one leg at a time. Make sure you point your toes up so we really get that thigh muscle working. And we're waking up our knees. Breathing in and out. 4. And last one. 5. Very good. Sitting tall. Lift those heels up now. Heels up and down. Up and down. 3, 4, and 5. Now slide your toes forward and lift the toes up as high as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now slide your feet back a bit. We're going to lift up our right knee and let's make circles with our right foot at the ankle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax that leg. Lift your left knee and make the ankle circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now lift up that right knee again. And this time we're going to straighten our leg, toe points away towards us. All the way away towards you. 3, 4, and 5. Left leg, straighten it out, toes away towards you. Breathe in 5. Good. Now let's do something more for the mobility of our ankles. Let's bring our toes out to the sides, starting with your feet together. Bend your heels to the sides, toes and heels. Coming back in, heels come in, toes come in, heels and toes. Just go out as far as you can with those heels and toes. And come on back in, heels and toes. That's 2. Breathe. Walking them in, heels and toes. 3. Toes, heels, toes, heels, heels, toes, heels, toes. Last one. Out. And coming on back in. Very good, everyone. We're all done our warm-up. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Now we're going to begin our standing up and sitting down, okay? So make sure you're already at the front of your chair. I'm going to turn my chair just one moment so you can see me better. So we come to the front of the chair wherever we're sitting down and we want to stand up to make life easier. So at the front of your chair with your hips, then you want to slide those heels back so that if you go to sit back down, you're nice and close to it. Plus, it's easier to get that body weight up with your heels slid back anyways. Have the legs wide apart so you're sturdy when you'll be standing, and use however much arm support you need to be safe, but to challenge yourself at the same time. Remember, the goal is to be able to stand up using as little arm support as we can and making it all a leg strength workout. But use the arm rests till you feel you don't need them, or if you do still, it's okay. Just keep practicing. So 2 arms on the arm rest is the starting off point. We want to keep the back straight, lean forward, and push up through your legs nice and tall. Show me that good posture, everyone. Your shoulders back, relax them down, and breathe. On the way down, we get into a squatting position, pushing those hips back, bending your knees, and reaching for the 2 arm rests as you lower down. Okay, let's give that another try. Next progression, if you feel comfortable, 1 hand on your lap, 1 hand on the arm rest. Let's lean forward, breathing, and push up tall. Nice posture, everyone. You can do it. Stand nice and proud. Breathe. And coming down slowly, let's just reach for the 1 arm rest if it feels comfortable as you descend. Good. Up we go again. This time, if you're comfortable, try placing your hands just on your lap. And lean from the hips forward. Press up tall through your legs. Excellent. And as we come down, think about the squat. We're bending our knees, pushing our hips back, weighting the heels as we lower. Good. Just 2 more to go. If you feel comfortable, you want an extra challenge, you can try your arms out in front. Remember, you don't have to, no pressure. Just use however much hand support you need at this time. Let's lean forward and push up nice and tall. Good. You can relax your arms and breathe. And coming down, arms in front if you like, and slowly squat down into that chair. Good. And we'll just do 1 more. If you feel you want to do a little extra challenge, you can put your arms across your chest. Remember, no pressure. Let's do the last stand up. Lean and breathe. Push up tall. Relax those arms. Show me that good posture, everyone. And just take a moment to breathe and see how you feel on your feet today. Good job on those stand-ups. If we're feeling okay, no dizziness, feel free to get a drink of water and turn to the back of your chair. So we're going to turn as we walk to the back of the chair. You can hold on to it if you need for support. And once we've arrived at the back of the chair, let's get started with some balance exercises. Okay, so I'll just adjust where my chair is. And we will begin with some balance exercises. Now, the first one I want you to try is having your legs wide apart, as far apart as the chair legs are, okay? So wider than your shoulder width with your legs. This is the most sturdy stance we have when our legs are far apart. Now, we're going to make it a little more challenging here than just without holding the backrest. However, if it's a challenge at any time for you to do these standing ones without holding, I want you to continue practicing to get to that point where it becomes easier, okay? So as always, we progress from our hand on our backrest with the whole hand to the palms on the backrest. We progress to the fingertips, holding 1 or 2 fingertips. And then, of course, the goal is always to do it with your hands above the backrest, standing with your legs alone for support. So keep practicing if you're not comfortable with this until you get to this point here, okay? Now we're going to make it a little bit more challenging by closing our eyes for 10 seconds. Now, whenever we take out the vision, that makes the balance more challenging because that's one of the feedbacks that we get from our body and how to balance is our vision, of course. So this time we're going to close our eyes for 10 seconds, but have your hands just hovering above your backrest like mine are. And if you feel at any time unsteady, you can always put your hands down right away and steady yourself, okay? If you're not quite comfortable having your hands lifted yet, you can still practice with the 1 fingers, the 2 fingers. You can still practice with all the fingers, the palms, even your whole hands, okay? With your eyes closed. Just do what you're most comfortable with, what challenges you. Here we go. Let's stand tall and let's close those eyes for 10 seconds with legs wide apart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now let's hold on to our chair and let's bring our feet shoulder width apart. This time they're a little bit closer. There's still some space between the legs. We're standing nice and tall. And first off, I want you to try to become comfortable holding this position with your legs without hand support or with as little as you can. So we progress from the whole hand to the palms, the fingertips, 1 or 2, to the hovering, okay? And once we feel comfortable with the hovering, let's give it a try to close the eyes. Even if you want to try with a little bit of holding on as before, it's okay. Let's stand tall and close those eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So you notice maybe a small difference between that last stance and this one, maybe a little bit more of a feeling of unsteadiness, but not too much of a difference. Now the last one we're going to do is the most challenging, with the feet together, touching. Toes point forward. Now this one can be challenging on its own to do without closing your eyes. So if you find it's still difficult to do without lifting those hands, it's okay. Just keep practicing with less hand support until you can hold this position for about 10 seconds or so, or even longer, with less and less hand support, until you come to a point where it feels comfortable to lift those hands while you have your feet together, standing tall, looking straight ahead as always for the balance. When you feel ready and comfortable to give yourself the challenge, let's try closing those eyes for 10 seconds. Remember, you can always put your hands down onto the chair quickly to help stabilize yourself if you feel unsteady, or open those eyes right away. Let's give it a try if you feel comfortable. Close your eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, that one was definitely the most challenging, wasn't it? You kind of felt your body weight shifting a little bit between the legs, trying to find its balance, and that's totally normal. So let's move on to that next balance exercise. Very good on that first one, everyone. And let's start with some wide legs about shoulder width apart. And we're going to take our right heel and we're going to put it on the ground in front with the toe pointing up. Now have your chair nice and close to you for hand support. And we're going to practice this stance with as little hand support as we can over time, challenging ourselves to the point where the goal would be to have your hands completely lifted up. So starting with your hands on the chair, then the palms, then the fingertips, 1 or 2 fingertips, and lifting the hands. Whichever one gives you the challenge right now, I want you to try it out with 1 foot flat and your right heel on the ground, toe pointing up. Let's look straight ahead and let's hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Let's switch the legs. Same thing. Space shoulder width between your feet and left heel on the ground, toe pointing up this time. Add that left foot a little in front of your right with the space between them. And progress from your whole hands to the palms, fingertips, 1 or 2 fingertips to hovering. This is the goal as always, without the hand support, but hold whatever, how much you need at this moment. And stand nice and tall. We want to balance our body weight equally between both of the legs. Use that heel just as much as your opposite foot that's flat on the ground. Stand tall, look forward, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now let's do the right toe to the back this time. Space between the legs, remember, don't have them in a straight line. Toe is on the ground and heel is up. So I'll turn so you can see me a bit better. Like this. Nice and tall. Reduce that hand support however little you can. Safely, but challenge yourself. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8. Use that toe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And we'll do the same with our left toe on the ground. Space between the legs. Remember, the feet are not in a straight line. And progress to as little hand support on that back rest as you can to challenge yourself safely. Stand tall, look forward, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's give it a try one more time, each leg placement. This time I won't do so much explaining, and you just practice holding with as little hand support as you can, comfortably and safely. Right heel to the front, toe up. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Left heel in front, toe up. And hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing so good. Let's just do those toes and back now. Space between your legs. Toe, right toe back. Heel up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that left toe back now. Heel up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Shake it all out. You were standing tall and holding those muscles in the same position. So shake it out and breathe. Good job, everyone. Moving right along to our next balance exercise. We're going to do some side stepping now. So let's all go to the left back side of your back rest. So what we're going to do is first look down, make sure we have space between the chair leg and your feet, so that when you're stepping to the right, you're not going to get your foot stuck on that chair leg, okay? So just back up a little bit, but still have your chair close enough that you can hold with your hand, okay? When we side step, most important thing is that we keep the toes pointing forward. Okay, we're not turning our hips. We're keeping the hips straight ahead and the toes straight ahead. Try to look straight ahead at the same time. So let's take our right foot and step to the middle of the chair and bring your left foot over to the middle of the chair, feet together. And you might need to switch hands as you move one more step, side step to the right, and bring your left foot over again. Let's go back to the left step to the side, and right leg follows. Left step to the side, and right leg follows. Very good. Just one more time like that. I want you to practice, except don't look down as best you can. Look straight ahead. And let's try holding with maybe a little less hand support than you did the first time. Maybe if you held with your whole hand, try the palm. If you tried with palm, try your fingertips, maybe one or two fingertips, or even hovering, whichever one you feel you can at this moment. Let's take that side step to the middle of the chair. Look straight ahead, bring your left foot. Take that side step to the right and bring your left foot. Coming back one more time. Side step to the left, bring it over. Side step to the left, bring it over. Good. That side step's important for these muscles on the side of your hip. And whenever we need to step out of the way to the side for our balance, it's important for us to practice this movement. Now let's make it a little bit more challenging if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, I just want you to keep practicing those side steps. We're going to make it a little bit of a bigger side step now with a little squat in between. So holding onto your chair, make sure you still have that space between the legs and your feet so you won't get stuck there. And we'll take our right leg again and we'll take a little bigger step this time to the middle of the chair. Legs are further apart. Now we squat a bit, press your hips back, bend the knees, and then bring that left leg together again. You can hold the chair still. Right leg, a bigger step to the right this time, a little squat, and then bring that left leg over again. Good. Let's go back to the left one more time. Same thing. Big step to the middle of the chair with that left leg. Side step. Little squat, push the hips back, bend the knees a bit, and bring your right leg together. And one more time, left leg, big side step. Give me a little squat and bring that right leg over. Good. We'll do that one more time, there and back. This time a little less hand support if you feel comfortable. If not, just keep practicing with however much you need. And we'll take that big right side step again, space for you to move safely. Look straight ahead. Bend the knees, hips go back in a little squat, and bring your left foot over. Nice big step to the right, side step. And little squat, and bring that left foot over. And coming back one last time. Big side step to the left. Little squat, bring that right leg over. And big side step to the left. Little squat, and bring that right leg over. Very good. We'll do one more balance exercise for today. We're doing a little bit more balance exercises today. You know, that's very important in our falls prevention class. So the last one is called a pitcher, like a baseball pitcher. Now for this one, I would like you to have your chair on your side with your hand holding onto it like this. Okay, so let's start with the chair on our left side, holding with our left hand. And I want you to think about a baseball pitcher, what they're doing, okay? So we're gonna lift up our left knee like this, holding onto the chair. Then we're gonna throw the ball with our right arm, and when we throw it with our right arm, our right knee is gonna bend behind us, okay? So I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see what's going on from the side as well. Holding the chair with my left hand, I'm having the chair on my left side. Then I'm lifting up my right knee. I'm so sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm lifting up my left knee, okay? That's the side that's closest to my chair. And then I'm gonna throw with my right arm, the opposite arm, and the right knee bends. Okay, so let's go through that again. Holding the chair with your left hand, your left knee comes up, put your foot down, then throw with your right arm and bend your right knee like that. It's a good balance exercise because whenever we stand on one leg, we're really using those balance centers of our body's brain. So let's give that a try. Hold on to your chair, left knee up, right arm throws, right knee bends. That's one. Step back with that right foot and left knee comes up again. Throw with the right arm, bend the right knee. 2. Lift that left knee up. Throw with the right arm, bend the right knee. 3. Lift the left knee, put it down, throw and bend the knee. 4. Now you may be feeling comfortable to try reducing the hand support a little from your whole hand to your palm. Keep your body close to the chair and lift that left knee. Throw with the right arm, bend the right knee. Maybe you feel comfortable going to the fingertips, but you don't have to, no pressure. Lift the left knee and throw with the right arm, bend the right knee. Let's just do 3 more. Lift the left knee, throw with the right arm, bend the right knee. And last one, just reducing the hand support as you feel comfortable. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. So you can turn your body or you can turn your chair. This time we're going to hold on to the chair with the right hand. And we're going to lift up the right knee. Okay? So this time we're going to throw with our left arm and we're going to bend our left knee. The main thing is we're lifting our opposite knee from the arm that's throwing and bending the knee. Okay, so think about a baseball pitcher. Lift your right knee, throw with your left arm, bend your left knee. Knee up, throw and bend. 2. You're holding your chair with your whole hand. Maybe you can progress to the palm if it's comfortable. You don't have to. 3. Maybe you can progress to the fingertips on the chair. No pressure. 4. Lift that right knee. Throw with the left arm, bend your left knee. 5. 6. Keep looking straight ahead, everyone. You're doing awesome. 7. We're almost there. Try progressing with a little less hand support if it feels comfortable. You don't have to. 8. And last 2. Lift that right knee. And throw and bend the left side. 9. And last one. 10. Good job. That's something new, right? Good work for trying that one out. And let's take a nice break, drink some water, and we'll come back with a little bit of work with our weights. Not too much, okay? How's everyone feeling? That was a lot of balance work for today. I hope you're okay, everyone. That was good work. Keep it up. Now let's get our weights. After you've had your drink of water, of course, make sure you get that refreshment. And when you feel ready, let's come to the front of our chairs, sitting with your back nice and straight. And remember, you don't have to use these weights. You could always just use your body weight alone. That will be a great workout. Or you could use water bottles, soup, or vegetable cans, whatever you have on hand, that would be equal weight. Now, let's get started with a bicep curl and a press overhead for our shoulders. So let's make this a hammer curl for the biceps, meaning when you bend your elbows, I want the circular part of the weight to come to your shoulders. Elbows are at your sides, then we push up nice and tall, keeping those circles facing forwards, bend them on the way down, and slowly lower the arms to straight again. So let's breathe in, push up, breathing out, and straightening slowly. Remember, it's okay if you feel tired before the 10th repetition. You can take a break anytime. The more you practice these, the easier it'll get over time, okay? So just listen to your body. We don't want to be sore after our workout. That means we overdid it a bit. So just pay attention to how you feel the next day. Always give your muscles a chance to relax and refresh. So give yourself a little break in between your workout days. 7, breathing as you go. In and out. 8, last 2, curl, push up, curl, and straighten. Last one. And way to go, everyone. Good job. Now, let's do some work for our triceps, the back part of our arms. First, relax your arms, shake the shoulders out, and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, I want you to bend your elbows out to the sides, showing me the circular part of your weights with your pinky fingers farthest away from your body. Now, we're going to straighten those arms. Bend them and straighten. Breathe in and out. 3, 4. The back upper part of your arm is pulling those arms to straighten. 5, 6. Keep those elbows lifted as much as you can. 7 to your shoulder height. Breathe in and out. We're almost there. Last 2. Here we go. Breathe in and out. And that's 10. Way to go. Relax your arms on your thighs. Shake those shoulders out and breathe with me in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Now we're going to do some raises with our straight arms to work these muscles just a little below our shoulders. So have your arms straight, your knuckles facing forward, and we're going to lift those arms shoulder height. Breathe in on the way down, and then out to the side, shoulder height, breathing out. Breathe in and out. Forward, breathe in and out. Sides. Breathe in and out. Forward, breathe in and out. Sides. Remember, only to the shoulder height. 4, 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 7. Try not to swing your arms. Control those weights. 8. Breathe in and out. 2 left. If we can, let's give it a go. Breathe in and out. And last one. And to the sides. 10. You did it. Well done. Shake those shoulders out. Breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now elbows at your sides. Elbows should have a 90-degree angle in them. And open those forearms. Breathe in and out. Weights are skimming horizontally. 3, 4. Breathe in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make those shoulders turn outwards as we come out. And 10. Good. Let's give the shoulders a rest. Place one hand behind you. Sorry, one weight behind you. Take the other weight in between both your hands. Lift those elbows up a bit. Wide legs. And let's breathe in first. Breathe out, and we're going to bend to the right. Sorry, we're going to turn to the right. My bad. We're turning with our upper body. Now, you can just turn, or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can turn to the right, and you can lift up your right knee. So let's breathe in first, and breathe out. Turn and lift. 1, 2, to the right 5 times. 3, and breathe in, and out. 4, 5. Now let's go to the left 5 times. Breathe in first. Breathe out, turn to the left, lift the left knee if you want to. That just gives you a little bit more work in the abdominal muscles. 3, 4, and last one. 5. Good. And Let's sit nice and tall. Now hold that one weight in your right hand. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. You're doing excellent. Sit nice and tall now. Weight in that right arm, straight that right arm is. Other hand can be on your hip. And breathe in as we bend towards the ground. And sit up tall, breathing out. 1. We'll just do 5 each side. 2. Remember, only to the side, not to the front. 3. 4. And last one. 5. Now, let's put the weight in the left hand. Straighten your left arm down towards the ground. Other hand on your hip. Sit tall, breathe in. As we lean down, breathe out as we sit up tall. 1. 2. Using those side muscles to pull you up. 3. 4. And final 1. 5. Good. Moving on to that lower body. Let's place one weight on top of your right thigh. You can use 2 weights if you want to give yourself a little extra challenge. No problem there. Now let's take our right leg and let's put that heel out in front, straightening the leg and the toe back, bending the knee. So heel and toe. Let's do 10. 1. Breathing in and out. 2. 3. We're using our thigh muscles. 4. Breathe in and out. 5. 6. Keep that weight on your thigh. 7. Don't hold it up. 8. Feeling that? Yes. Oh yeah. 9. And last one. 10. Very nice. Let's do our left leg. We're winding down now, everyone. We're getting close to the end. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And the left leg now. Heel out in front and toe back. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Breathe in and out. 6. 7. Feeling those muscles working hard now. 8. Last 2. 9. Breathe in and out. You did it. Well done. Let's take a breather in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, I'd like you to grab both weights again. And we're going to use our calf muscles and the back of our upper arms. So just hold those weights. Turn your hands so the palms face behind you. Have your arms a little out to the side so they don't hit the armrest. And lift your heels, press back your arms. Breathe in and out. 3. 4. Breathe in and out. Press and lift. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one. Very good. Relax those arms and legs. Shake those shoulders out. Deep breath. One more to do, and then we'll start our stretches. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Deep breath. Now we're going to slide our hips to the very back of our chair, everyone. Very, very back of the chair so you're nice and supported. And we're going to have our arms down at our sides, a little bit outside of the armrest there. You can lean against your backrest for this one. And we're going to lift up our arms in front. And we're also going to lift our feet up at the same time. So lift, and we're going to fly together and back down. So we press, fly, together, back down. Press, fly, together, back down. That's 2. Breathing in and out. 3. Press, fly, together, back down. That's 4. Press, fly, together, back down. Try to lift those toes up, breathing in and out. Just 3 more. Press, fly, together, back down. 2 more. Press, squat, together, back down. Keep those stomach muscles tight. Last one, breathing in and out, in and out. Woohoo! That one was a workout, wasn't it? Let's get rid of these weights and grab some water. Well deserved, everyone. We'll do maybe one thing standing up before we stretch it all out, okay? Take a nice deep breath and a good drink of water. Okay, everyone, when you're ready, let's come to stand behind your chair. We're just going to do one thing for standing strengthening. We did a lot of balance today. And we're going to have those feet shoulder width apart. We're going to lift up our toes 10 times. Make sure you're close to your chair. Keep your body straight without pushing your hips back. Hold the chair the whole time now. This is not balance, this is strength. So we want to keep holding on and breathe throughout. Toes up. 10, 9, 8, strengthen those shins. 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now we're going to start our stretches. I'm going to get the music on. One moment. And starting with our calf stretch. We're standing nice and close to the chair. Big step back with one leg. Bend your front knee. Back leg straight. Make sure that front knee doesn't go past your toes. Back leg's got the heel on the ground. Toes point forward. Let's stand tall. Don't press into your chair. And breathe deeply. Now the opposite leg, so we step forward and back. Bend and keep it straight. Good. Now let's stretch our inner thighs. You can do this one behind your chair with wide legs like this. I'm going to turn to the side like I am now because I want you to see where my knee goes when I bend it. So stand tall and breathe in. Breathing out, bend one knee, but don't let it come past your toes. So in order to do that, you got to push your hips back a little bit like we're doing when we squat. Keep your other leg straight and you're going to feel a stretch in the inner legs, in the straight legs, inner thigh. Breathe. Stand up tall, breathe in. Breathe out and do a little bend on the other side. Remember, don't let that knee come past your toes. Push the hips back and breathe. Good. Now let's take your time and have a seat for some seated stretching, everyone. Take your time and come and have a seat. And we'll begin with a nice deep breath in, fingers together, inside out. Breathe in and out. Now for those neck stretches, chin to chest, shoulders press back, and breathe. And now let's bring our chin inwards. Like the turtle, pull the head back in. Keep looking forward and breathe. Feel it in the back of your neck there. Now turn your head to the right and breathe. As far as you can to the right. To the left. Now lean your head to the right side. Relax the shoulders as you breathe deeply. left. Good, let's stretch behind your shoulder. Right hand, left shoulder. Right elbow towards you and to the left. Breathe. Now left hand, right shoulder, left elbow towards you and to the right. Breathe. Good. Stretch for the chest and biceps. Thumbs up. Bring your straight arms behind you so you can grab the bottom part of your chair's backrest. Make sure your hips are at the front of your chair. Chin up and squeeze those shoulder blades together as you breathe. Stretch your forearms, straighten one arm, pull back on the fingers towards you. And your opposite arm, same stretch. Inhale and exhale. Good. Stretch for sides now, wide legs. Bring your right arm up and over your head. Support your body with your opposite arm on your left. And your opposite arm up and over your head. Support yourself and breathe. Now let's give our upper body that turn. Feet together, hands outside your right leg or on your right arm rest. Breathe in, sit tall. Turn and look behind your right shoulder. Breathe. And now hands to the left side. Let's sit tall, breathe in. And turn and look behind your left shoulder. Good. Now lift your knee towards your chest, feeling that stretch in your low back. Breathe. So important to cool down the muscles with some nice stretches and some deep breathing at the end of our workout. Now opposite leg, sit tall and breathe. We'll stretch the front of our thighs by turning to the right and putting your right foot in front. Grab onto your backrest for support, your arm rest in front for support, and slide your left toes back as far as you can. Sit tall, and you'll feel a stretch here in your thigh. Breathe. Slowly and carefully turn to the left. Put your left foot in front. Make sure you hold on to your backrest for support, your arm rest in front. Slide your right foot back as far as that'll go with the toes on the ground. Heel up and stand, sit tall. Feel the stretch. Breathe. We'll stretch our inner thighs next. Slowly and carefully turn to the front. Wide legs. We did that one standing up, so let's move on now to our hip stretch. With one foot on top of your opposite knee, or if it's too much of a strain in your hips for that one, you can always slide it down to the ankle and still feel a stretch in your hip. So do whichever you feel is comfortable. Breathe and sit tall regardless. Exhaling, you may feel comfortable bending from your hips forward just a little. Feel that stretch even more in your hips. Lift the knee and you'll feel a stretch in your glutes. Breathe. now with your opposite leg gently up onto the opposite knee with that foot. Sit tall and breathe. And as you exhale, if it's comfortable, bending slightly forward from your hips, breathe. Lift that knee, hug it close. One more stretch. And that'll be for the backs of our legs. So we sit at the front of the chair as always, heel touching the ground, toe points up for one of our legs, which is straightened out as much as we can. Sit tall, have your hands on the opposite leg's thigh, breathe in. And fold forward from the hips, keeping your head upright, breathe. Good stretch for the back of your legs. Let's do the opposite one now. Nice and tall with the back. Breathe in and breathing out. Continue to breathe into the stretch. Very nice job today. Thank you so much for joining me and working hard, everyone. Great work. Keep it up, okay? Have a great rest of your day. Stay cool, everyone.